Yo,
Yo, what is good, my boys? We here. It is Friday, April 30th, the day after the first round of the NFL draft. We're gonna be here today talking the second round. I don't want to bring out the Jets jersey because it's a Le'Veon Bell jersey, and I don't want those bad memories of the way we have to.
do you not see what the hell I have?
Yeah, bro, you're gonna have to get a new jersey of your new wide receiver, which we're gonna talk about. So today, we're gonna keep it very draft heavy. We're gonna talk about the people that are coming to our teams. Talk about how we feel about our team's picks. We'll critique each other's picks and stuff. So have some outside looks because why talk about our own team if we got other fans here. Talk about the whole draft overall, how you guys felt about the picks and where people are going. Talk about the biggest surprises because there was a lot of surprising things. And definitely got to talk about, the future of some of these teams. For the people that have never seen this, I'm Daniel.
Okay. Come on, bro.
I'm Ethan, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. We got plenty of videos to go.
Yeah, this is early, man. We just started. We've been taking it very slow because we're trying to learn the sweet spots, so that the subscribers go up and the likes go up. We can see that everything's going according to plan, and we'll start doing more stuff. For the people.
Exactly.
Ethan, social medias.
TikTok, Instagram, we're on it daily. I'm gonna post a pair of dunks today. We're on it every day.
And I'm doing the dances in the background. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it.
He's killing it. Chris is killing it in the background.
I'm doing my thing. So get on TikTok, please.
All right, guys. So that being said, let's get it.
Let's get it.
So where do you guys want to start? Your team, overall draft, how it went, biggest surprises. Where you guys want to start?
Start with Mr. Zach Wilson with the start of the draft.
Yeah, bro. That was the real start of the draft. Everybody know who was going at 1.
There was a part of me that was kind of like, I kind of do hope that this was like a smokescreen, and they were just trying to see if they can get a trade for Zach Wilson and take Justin Fields. But yeah, that didn't go according to plan. It's not that I don't like Zach Wilson. It's just my love for Justin Fields is higher, and Ethan can speak for me because he is a witness. Every time I say I like this player and I hope the Jets get him, they tend to be pretty nasty. So, happened with Deshaun Watson, happened with Lamar, happened with Patrick Mahomes, happened with even position players in the past.
And it's going to happen with Fields, bro. He's going to be nice. I feel like he's going to transition. He may have a little bump in the road, but I feel like he'll transition pretty well to the NFL. Even with the running and, things of that sort, I just still feel like he gives me Russell Wilson vibes.
Yep. I mean, I think he's not even going to have a bump in the road. You got to look at his squad, bro. He got Darnell Mooney, who was a rookie last year and was pretty decent considering. They had a rookie tight end, what's this dude's name? You had him in fantasy, Ethan, I remember at one point. Rookie tight end from the Bears. Cole Kmet.
Yes.
So he's pretty good. They still got Jimmy Graham. They got Allen Robinson coming back. David Montgomery, Tariq Cohen off of injury. I mean, he's got an offense. And Mitchell Trubisky, he was winning games doing absolutely nothing. So imagine, if now you plug in Justin Fields, who can actually throw a little bit better. And all he has to do is be, 10 percentage points more accurate than Mitchell Trubisky, and they win more games. I think he's going to have a great career in Chicago.
Do you think he was pressured, the Bears organization, to move up? Because, they could have got Patrick, they could have got Watson, but they went Mitch Trubisky.
Without a doubt, bro. That pick was literally this is for everybody in this organization. And if this still goes bad, we're screwed.
Talk about how they got that pick, though.
Oh, your Giants trading from 11 to, what was it?
20
to that pick.
I mean, they got 3. They got total 3 picks in return. So they got that 20 plus a first round next year and then a second round next year. So I get it, but you could have had Justin Fields, bro. Scrap the whole Daniel Jones thing. Scrap that whole offense. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down that road. No, we got to be the Giants.
You know what's funny too? I have a feeling that everybody's gonna look back and see that pick and be like, "Yo, why didn't the Giants just blow it up at that point? Just keep Justin Fields on the bench and give Daniel Jones like competition to see what happens.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, yo, if he falls to 11, like, there's no way the Giants like trade out of this or don't pick Justin Fields, especially when Daniel Jones has done nothing for them the past 2 years. So,
I mean, let's say they don't draft a quarterback. Even then, they could have drafted a lot of talent at that.
Yeah, and that too. Like, there were so many holes the Giants got to fill at this point that I get the trading back because you end up getting picks for next year and you could fill more holes that way. But
I mean, look at us.
Blow it up.
Look at us. We took Alijah Vera-Tucker. We traded up. You guys could have taken him because they're saying that you guys needed somebody else to add to the line, and he could play literally anywhere you want to put him. You guys could have taken. Let me see, wide receiver wise. I mean, there was some better options to a wide receiver when you guys took.
There were, bro.
Elijah Moore from Ole Miss. So I mean,
even what's his name? The guy from Minnesota,
Rashad
Wademan. He was still out there. Like, I don't know, dog. Bateman. Not happy with the Giants pick. I mean, I'm happy with the Giants pick because give me, give the kid some breathing room. He is really good. He's a playmaker. He's a highlight reel kind of guy. Like, he does all these trick plays and he can get open quick. He's very quick. But is he worth, first round? No. It's probably projected late first round, 30th pick, early second round. Like, you probably could have got him in the second round, but I don't know. Did you know he's a rapper too, by the way?
Did not know that.
His rapper name is Young Jaka. So
I don't think he's gonna need that anymore. But
I don't think he's gonna need that either. But in case you wanted to hear some tight tunes, there you go.
I mean, the thing that confused me most was you guys had Sterling Shepard, you got Slayton, you got Ingram, you got Rudolph, you got
they have a slot
Kenny
guy
Galladay.
already. You just got Kenny Galladay. You have Sterling Shepard. Why do you need another slot? Like, what's the net? Like, he's gonna sit behind Sterling Shepard. He's not gonna unless Sterling Shepard gets hurt again. He's gonna come in, but I don't know. Justin Fields would have been a way better pick. We're not gonna talk about that.
Ethan, let's go to your team now. I want to say that starting with your team, that's when things kind of got a little crazy on our draft board because, I'm over here like, oh, Penny Sewell, easy, chalk him up. And with the fifth pick, the Cincinnati Bengals select Jamar Chase, and we're just like, huh?
The crazy thing is, I had a Yahoo notification before the pick. Like, oh, they're projected to pick Jamar Chase. I was like, no, we're not. We're going to pick Sanu. Pick Jamar Chase. I don't know what Joe Burrow said to them, but I don't know. That was the worst pick, top 5 pick.
Bro, what had me rolling was when Booger McFarland said, yo, that should be considered malpractice. That had me in tears, bro. I know you saw the media day pictures, Ethan, of the New Jerseys, and like Joe Burrow was taking that one picture where you could see the scar from his surgery, and I'm just there like, so let me get this straight. You guys are rolling these pictures out and see that scar, a daily reminder of what no protection was. He was projected to get sacked 51 times, by the way, and y'all still went with Jamar Chase. Now, don't get me wrong, Jamar Chase is probably the best wide receiver from the last 2 years, size-wise, talent-wise. So I mean, great wide receiver, but
we need protection.
If that was the case, they should have just traded back the 5 pick and taken them at 7. Because you remember I told you guys, Jalen Waddle was going to the Dolphins, and that's what ended up happening regardless. But they're going to go for Jamar Chase, who knows? But you still could have traded back if you really wanted Jamar Chase that bad. And even then, if you don't get Jamar Chase, get Devontae Smith.
I 100% agree, but I'm telling you, something with Chase being teammates with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow must have said something like, "Yo, we need this kid. I need him back," and they drafted him.
And granted, too, y'all did lose John Ross. Like, I don't know. Y'all did lose Giovanni Bernard. Like, y'all did lose some pieces to that offense. So,
but that's the crazy. We drafted him 4th pick I think 2 years ago. Like, you should learn from your mistakes. Like, don't pick a wide receiver that early.
Obviously not.
I mean, my thing is they still got Joe Mixon. They got T. Higgins, who showed a lot of promise, and T. Higgins was the number one option in Clemson. Like, he played with Trevor Lawrence, like, and he did what he did. Like, I think he should be fine with Joe Burrow. I don't understand what was the need to draft Ja'Marr Chase at 5.
Agreed. Completely agree with you. And so, Penny's will be like an all-time best O-line watch, NFL watch.
Yeah, I honestly think him and Mekhi Becton are going to be the two that, like, just everybody's going to be like, oh, my God, look at these two.
Yep.
Wow.
A lot of disappointments in this draft.
At least the Eagles got it right and got Devontae Smith and fixed their wide receiver options. I mean, no surprise there. Let me see. Let me pull up the stuff for you. Let's talk Trey Lance. Trey Lance going number 3. Were you guys surprised or? Because I know I can't be the only one that was surprised about Trey Lance going number 3.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes and no for the most part. I'm gonna say no for the most part because I really thought they were going a different route. But honestly, I like Trey Lance more than I like Zach Wilson. I like Trey Lance. Low key, I don't know. He's a good quarterback, bro. He's a good quarterback. He's definitely got an arm. He definitely is a little mobile. So I could see what they saw in him, but I don't think anybody expected him to go at 3.
Yeah, like
full on expected.
Like it's like I said last night, the 49ers trading up, and you don't go for Justin Fields, who's supposed to be the second to third best option in this draft. Like, honestly, I think that Justin Fields was better than Zach Wilson. Like, let's keep it a stack. Like, no one heard Zach Wilson's name until like last month. But
facts.
I was shocked when they took Trey Lance just for the simple fact that they traded up so high for Trey Lance. Like,
you definitely could have got him at like what were they before?
6.
Definitely could have got him at 6.
Yeah, because the Dolphins were going to take a quarterback. They got Tua. Like, they're trying to build him on Tua.
Well, I guess they got the quarterback they wanted.
Kyle Pitts to the Falcons. You guys had that one. I want to say I was shocked because you guys remember I did say I do believe they might go the Kyle Pitts route, but I don't know because part of me has the idea that the Falcons need to look to the next stage of the NFL. Like, Matt Ryan ain't it?
I mean, like what you said before, like Trey Lance was supposed to drop to 4. So maybe if the 49ers pick Mac Jones, the Falcons are going to pick Trey Lance and they just went Kyle Pitts. We don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. What else was a little wild about this? Mac Jones going to 15. Patriots have to do absolutely nothing to get their quarterback. Do you guys see Mac Jones being that quarterback soon? Do you guys think he's going to take a year off? Now they just re-signed Cam Newton.
I wouldn't say a whole year off. I say you give him 4 to 6 games, and it could either go one or two ways. Mr. Cam Newton decides to step it up and realize he ain't going to have a job if he don't play well. Or he plays as subpar as he did last season, and you see Mac Jones there starting the week 6.
Ethan, what's your take on this?
I completely agree. If Newton starts throwing frisbees, then it's time to put Mac Jones in. And Bill definitely was looking at him the entire time. He's cool with Nick Saban, so he's just keeping an eye on him.
I don't know. Part of me, like, kind of agrees with you guys, but the other part of me kind of looked at it as, do you want to rush a kid into that position of, we just came off of Tom Brady, we're looking for that next thing, and Cam Newton wasn't, fully it last year. He did get COVID, and like we've said many times in the past, the Patriots, according to people around the league, have a very complicated system. So do you want to put Zach Wilson out there? Not Zach Wilson. Wow. Mac Jones out there, and he looks completely lost, and he's out here seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold and, like, looking terrible. Like, I don't know. I think he might come in later. Like, the last like 4 games of the year, depending on where their positioning is. If they're like getting blown out the water come game 8, they might put them in earlier. If not, they're probably going to give them a year, in my opinion. Especially because that team is kind of in a win now mode in the sense of they just signed a bunch of people. They just getting a bunch of people back from last year who sat out, like their core defensive guys. So Cam Newton will put them at that level to actually win something, opposed to Mac Jones, who you're going to put a lot of faith into, and the poor kid is going to like have that much pressure on him so early.
I agree.
But I can see it.
Say you're 0-6, and Newton is just completely not the answer. You're already losing games. Do you not put Mac Jones in?
It would depend on what's going on, like with the rest of the division and the rest of the league in general. Because like 0-6, if you finish the season, let's say, I mean, granted, going 10-6 the rest of the year is like insane, but you never know. Like if you finish 10-6, you might win the division. Well, probably not because the Bills, but you might get a wild card at least at 10-6.
Sure.
So I think it really just depends on the schedule, who you're playing, and what comes down to it. But I don't know. It's going to be a tough thing in New England because, like I said, bro, that pressure after coming off of Tom Brady is going to be insane for whoever got to go under the center.
That's a fact.
Then we got the rest of the night. Some surprises, I guess you could say. Not some surprises. I think the biggest surprise for the rest of the night was Travis Etienne going to the Jaguars. And Chris, you could talk about this a little bit because you had James Robinson in fantasy last year. Was James Robinson like not a good running back last year?
He was.
Was he good at receiving?
I wouldn't say that. He was definitely down. He was a downhill running back.
Okay,
He was down the middle, through the tackle, in between the tackles, running back. Which, that kid from Clemson, bro.
Nasty.
I thought he would have gone a little earlier, to be honest.
I wanted him for the Jets. I was hoping that the Jets were going to take him at 23 originally, but we traded up at 14, which I'm not mad about because that 14 is nice. But, bro, this was before I saw the player comparison last night that they gave him. They gave him an Alvin Kamara player comparison. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, he's like that, bro. I like him. I like him a lot. So
watch. That's going to be one of those picks that I just say, we should get him. We should get him. And they end up being nasty.
He's already comfortable with Trevor Lawrence, so.
And look at the next wide receiver taken after the Giants take the wide receiver.
Rashad.
Like literally, after obviously Jamar Chase and
Devontae Smith.
No, not Devontae Smith.
Jalen Waddle.
Who's the second? Waddle. After those two, I would say he's probably the third best wide receiver in the draft, in my opinion. And Giants just completely – and I feel like they need a guy – I feel like they need more a guy like Bateman than they do a guy like Toney.
I mean, they also could have went the route of, the
getting
best available wide
linebacker.
Elijah Moore.
And they could have got the linebacker from Notre Dame, too, that they desperately need on the inside of the football.
I really thought you guys were going to pick him.
I thought so, too. I said, all right, if we're not going to pick Justin Fields, we're at least going to get the guy from Notre Dame. Like,
I was thinking either him or Christian Barmore, the defensive tackle from Alabama, because didn't you guys just lose what's the dude's name?
Harrison.
Yeah. No, not Henderson. It was somebody else. You guys lost them?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, though.
I'm brain farting mad hard right now.
God. Now you're going to make me look this up. Enough.
I literally said this last night, too. That's the funny part, and I can't remember.
There's still a lot of talent up there. I'm not going to lie.
I'm happy they just got the 34. Yeah. We're going to get something nasty.
Depending either O-line or defense or even wide receiver.
Yo, Chris, please find it because I'm really getting bugged right now that I can't remember this.
Yeah, I can't remember this either. Giants trade. Yo. I thought my Googling skills were there, but I guess they're not.
Yo, why are we brainfarting so hard right now? This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. So if you find that out, you drop that in the comments because it's not working out for me too well here. But
Alvin Tomlinson. Did you guys just lose him, or did you guys re-sign him? I can't remember.
Tomlinson, that's the Hawaiian-looking guy.
He was the defensive tackle.
Yeah, we lost him. Yes.
He went to the Vikings. Yes. So I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna draft Christian Barmore. He's number 1 position rank, and he's 30th overall, but he's the best defensive lineman in the draft apparently. So, it only makes sense.
I just feel like I can't get behind the pick. But all right, let's not continue to talk about that.
You guys want to go to the top 3 worst picks in the first round?
Oh, hell yeah. Are we doing based on, how are we going based off? Are we doing based off of needs? Are we doing based off of overall?
Both.
All right, so I'm going to go with Jamar Chase, Zach Wilson, and Alex Leatherwood, the offensive tackle from Alabama that went to the Raiders, who's projected to go like 46.
Damn, really?
Yes, and they took him at 17. Jamar Chase for obvious reasons because they spit on Joe Burrow's other ACL after taking Jamar Chase. And Zach Wilson because of, believing in the hype a little too fast with somebody like Justin Fields out there. That's my 3.
I agree.
Yes?
I'd agree.
The same.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd probably go, if I had to swap one out, I'd be Detroit because Detroit needs some playmakers. I don't think they needed another offensive lineman. But I see where it helps because he's a good offensive lineman. Don't get me wrong. He's, I think, the top-ranked offensive lineman. But I don't know. I feel like they needed a playmaker more than they needed that. Or somebody on their defense. But I don't know.
I agree.
Definitely. Ethan?
I'm going to go complete opposite. I'm going all the way down to the Packers, picking a corner and not a wide receiver.
After the rumors of Aaron Rodgers saying, "Yo, I ain't coming back,"
and they completely just go a corner rather than a wide receiver. I still couldn't believe that.
How true do you guys think that is that he ain't going back to Green Bay?
40-60. 40. He doesn't go back. 60. He does go back. Just because of the fact that we've heard this for the last 2-3 years. So I don't know if that was him trying to put some pressure on, I need some weapons. Y'all better draft or, I'm out.
That's true.
But either way, they kind of just said in his face and still took a corner. So I don't know.
That shit is crazy.
I agree, though. They completely did that.
So, Ethan, that was one. What's your other 2?
Definitely Alex Leatherwood. I don't know what the Raiders organization thought that was a good pick.
But they do it every year. They just reach for somebody that's second-round, third-round talent and say, yeah, we're going to take him. They did it with that corner last year.
For that, you just trade a pick. Like, why do you keep doing this every season? Like, and that's just mind-blowing.
And your last one?
Jamar Chase. I hate seeing Penny go down to 7. Like, that was such an obvious pick.
That was an easy one for you guys.
It's going to be such a disappointment this season.
I think another surprising thing was the Panthers, J.C. Horn at 8. Granted, I did say they were going to say, I think, a defensive player, and I did say Surtain, but I don't know. Like, I was sitting there, I'm like, maybe they get Devontae Smith, maybe they don't. Maybe, they want to see if Sam Darnold really like that, and, they pulled the Jets and just said, you'll be going Robbie Anderson. Don't worry. Even though Robbie Anderson ain't the true number 1.
I thought they were going O-line because Sam Darnold would need more help, but I guess not.
No.
No, what's hope? Why need that?
Yeah, I was just going to say, why do you need that?
I mean, look at the Bengals. Why draft the O-line, right? Just the wide receiver is going to protect his other healthy knee pretty much since he tore every single thing in that knee pretty much. I'm sorry. I have to, bro. I really have to.
You guys remember that scene from Deadpool when he's like broken in half? That's gonna be Joe Burrow.
Yo, poor Joe Burrow, dog. Leave that man alone.
Hey, they clearly are trying to leave that man alone. They're trying to make sure there's people down his throat every single play. Wow.
Wow is correct.
I mean, at least, let's look at the second round. At least the Bengals had the 38 pick. So maybe, just maybe, they can get a steal O-line at 38.
Yeah. If they don't pick an O-line, I'm burning his jersey to the ground on the podcast. If they don't pick an O-line.
you better make sure you got a lighter and plenty of fluid. Because they ain't picking.
They better pick an O-line.
Bro, they're gonna go defense. If we know the Bengals, you know that their MO is defense in the second round. Look at him, take him.
I'll even take that. But if there's anything other than an O-line or defensive line, it's straight to the garbage.
A running back.
If we get a running back, it's straight to the garbage. That's it.
And Chris, the Giants have the 42nd pick in the second round. So I mean, what do you guys even do at this point?
I was just gonna say I don't even know, dog. I don't even much give a fuck what they do. I don't. They already messed up the pick. As long as I don't know, go get a offensive lineman. Go get a big fat guy that could just sit in front of Daniel Jones. Get a 350-pound guy right at guard. That's it. That's all you need. Just save yourself by that pick. I don't know. How do you mess up a shirt thing, guys? At GM, can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
Not a beat up a dead horse, but like, yo, you're in the GM like suite right now. Like, Justin Fields is on the board. Chicago's calling you, talking about I gotta pick 10 picks away from you. One pick next year that's probably like 30th, and a pick next year for the second round. Let's do it. And you're like, yo, hey, bud, I think this is a good deal. I think this is great. And we take it. Yo, you're passing like on, I would think, some really good talent.
Generational talent.
Those words almost came out of my mouth, but I didn't want to put them there.
Oh, you can say it. I think he might be generational.
I think he might be generational talent. For Daniel Jones, like...
That's pride, bro. That's Gettleman pride right there. He's going to get fired next year.
Fucking Daniel Jones that couldn't even run to, like...
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't run 60 yards or whatever it was without falling. That Daniel Jones. God, all right, I'm done. To pick, and then to go back and pick, like, the third-ranked receiver on the board. You could have picked them up today in the second round. Probably would have still been there.
That's very true. That's
and especially because they got an earlier second-round pick. He probably would have been there.
Looking at all the teams ahead of you guys, yeah, they probably would.
But all right, who am I? I'm just a guy.
You're just a guy on a podcast with 100 subscribers talking about people. I feel you, though. I definitely feel you because, I'm kind of on the same boat where I'm like, oh, my God, I've seen how this goes before, and it doesn't go well. We passed up on Deshaun Watson. We passed up on Patrick Mahomes. We passed up on Lamar. We took 1 year, we take Jamal Adams, who now everybody's kind of – Jamal Adams is kind of the equivalent of Kristaps Porzingis of, oh, my God, you guys are idiots for trading him away. And then you see him on the other team, and you're like – nah, they're still a New York team. We're not gonna say that was a good idea. Nah, we good. Because even then, the pick wasn't even that bad. A 23rd pick. I mean, I can't even remember who the Vikings ended up taking at 23. They took. Let me see. Hold up, real quick. They ended up taking Christian Darrisaw, the old O-line. Regardless, I mean, 23rd pick clearly wasn't that bad if it worked out for us. So. Look at the Giants, for example, like Chris is saying. Yo, you traded a next year first-round pick for Justin Fields. Like, if he's good, And that team is going to be good because that defense is pretty solid. And that offense is disgusting. You're looking at potentially like a 25th pick. Maybe 27, 28.
I don't think it was worth it.
I don't think it was worth it either. You know, granted, who knows? Maybe this guy's like the next Tyreek Hill because he's fast and, you know, he's playmaking ability. Because was it him? No, it wasn't him that got compared to Tyreek Hill. I don't even think
it was Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle. But, like.
He was getting Percy Harvin comparisons a lot.
I don't know. Oh man. I don't know.
At least you're doing that with a 20 pick, and I'm sitting here doing that with a 2 pick.
But you got a quarterback out of it, though. Like, I would rather have a number like 1 pick that just doesn't work out. Or a number 2 pick that just doesn't work out. I got a quarterback. I tried to get the helm of the team. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get a key piece of the team, even though wide receiver is a key piece, but a linebacker or like a quarterback, those are like the key pieces to your offense or defense. So if you're going to get them in the top 10, like, that's granted. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But, like, nah. I don't know. They should have just got an offensive lineman. I would have been happy if they would have got an offensive lineman.
I thought that was the route you guys were going. And next year, you know, you got straight back. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I thought it was Mikael Parsons. I thought that was it. Like, that's who you guys were picking.
I'm thinking Michael Parsons. I'm thinking the offensive tackle from Northwestern. I forgot his name already. Hold up. Rashawn Slater, who literally went 13th after Michael Parsons. You know what it's going to be like? It's going to be just like when – what year was that? It's going to be like when the Knicks drafted Kevin Knox. And right after, you see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Michael Bridges, and Miles Bridges go. That's what it's going to be like for the Giants. All 3 of those players that went right after that pick they traded are going to be nasty, and you're going to be stuck with Toney, who is everybody's going to be like,
yo,
he's good and all,
is this?
He's good and all, but look at Michael Parsons killing us on the other side, and to make it worse, he's on the Cowboys, so now you're going to watch that 2 times a year.
Yep.
Poor Saquon.
And it didn't fix that offensive line for Saquon either.
Nah, and that was another thing too. I hope maybe they'll address that today and tomorrow. Maybe they'll get a couple guys from like
North Dakota,
Mississippi State or some shit like that. Oh. Let's see.
We'll see, guys. We're gonna have to leave it there. We got 2nd round tonight. I'm gonna be posting the videos today, and come Tuesday we'll be breaking down everything else that we saw. It's gonna be a fun off season. Since, you know, we got the rest of the offseason now. We get to see what happens over the next few weeks with trades and other things. You know, Julio Jones might be on the trade block. Who knows? We're going to have to just wait and see for the season. It should be an interesting season for all 3 of our teams.
Should
Very
be.
much.
I wouldn't say interesting for the Giants in any capacity.
It's going to be interesting in the sense that you're going to see Justin Fields and see Daniel Jones and be like, why? Like, why didn't we just take the chance?
That could have been our guy. We could have just blew up the whole offense, but they didn't want to do that.
And you guys did the same thing with Saquon Barkley, unfortunately. Where you guys went for Saquon, should have drafted a quarterback, and it would have been addressed by then. Am I saying that Saquon Barkley sucks? Of course not. But looking at what Daniel Jones is providing for Saquon Barkley and what ended up transpiring because of Daniel Jones.
I was literally going to say the only reason he's hurt is because we don't have anybody that has an arm, but – who am I? I'm sorry. You can't run the guy 30 times a game, every game, and expect good results. So
you're going to have, you know, the Bengals with Jamar Chase out here with no quarterback for 1 year anyways.
I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just end it here. This is heartbreaking.
And then we're going to have the Jets with Zach Wilson. Everybody's going to be like, yo, that's supposed to be Patrick Mahomes. Y'all suck. Y'all can't do nothing right. So let's just wait to see, guys. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I hope the 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th, 6th, 7th go better for us. And hopefully Tuesday we can come back and talk about some steals that our teams got.
Same to you, sir.
Guys. Peace.
Peace.